not your keys, not your crypto. This happens to be one of the most common phrases in the crypto space. But what happens if even a hot wallet that allows you to keep your keys and your crypto gets hacked? I read recently that Trust Wallet was hacked for over $170,000. And honestly, this prompted me to make today's video of a hardware wallet. Now, hardware wallets are, simple devices that allows you to store your cryptos offline. However, these are devices that are completely stripped of all logic and are so dumb that the only thing they can allow you to do is to sign transactions while keeping your private keys completely offline. Now, with hardware wallets like the Ledger Nano X that I'm going to unbox and give a short tutorial on today, there's no risk of, any malware entering your devices and accessing your cryptos or your funds getting stolen. So, in today's video, I'm going to unbox this Ledger Nano X as well as show you some safety tips to keep your funds completely safe on the blockchain. Let's get started. So to get started with using your Ledger hardware wallet, you need the Ledger Live app, and this is an app that you can either get on the App Store or the web version. Simply visit their site and click on download to get started. So once you open the app, you'll be prompted this page where you can get started, and in our case we're going to be using a Ledger Nano X. There are so many options to help people get started. You can either create a new set of seed phrase, which I encourage because honestly I would rather start afresh with my hardware wallet than using seed phrase that I've used, except you had a previous hardware wallet and you have a newer model for this. So we are going to click on setting up a new Nano X, and then you'll see some quick tutorial here. Your crypto assets are stored on the blockchain and you need the private key to access and manage this. The private key is stored within the Nano, and it's important because if you hold the private keys, that's what is used to sign the transactions in order to validate sending or receiving cryptocurrencies. Now, the beauty of hardware wallets is this private key never leaves your Ledger Nano device, or maybe even Trezor if that's what you're using, allowing your crypto assets to never reach the online where malwares can enter and make it susceptible to hacks. So your private keys are stored within your Nano and it stays offline at all times. Your Nano works as a cold storage wallet. This means that it never exposes your private keys online, even when using the app, the Ledger Live app, and it allows you to validate transactions. So now we can get started with setting up the wallet. So with the Ledger device, you have to hit the buttons to navigate left or right, and then you press both buttons to make a decision. Set up as a new device, and then now we have to choose a pin for our device. After doing that, you go on to say, okay, I'm ready, and then you turn on your Nano, which we've done already, and you begin to set up your new device. That's the next step. I understand, and choosing your pin for yourself, we've already set that up, and then we go to the next step. So you make sure that your pin is something that you choose yourself, not something that is easy to guess, and you have to be sure that it's not something you forget. Otherwise you have to start setting it up using seed phrases. Yes, your seed phrases should never ever leave your own sheet of paper. Please, for the love of everything that is dear to you, don't take a picture of your seed phrases. Don't share it with anyone. There's no reason why this support or any MetaMask support would require your seed phrases. Just keep it offline at all times. Don't upload it to Google Drive, to your Apple storage or cloud storage or anything like that. Always keep it offline and don't share it, because if someone has access to your seed phrase, they have access to all of your funds and they are going to empty your accounts. Now that we are done with all of that, we can get started. Take a short quiz. As a ledger user, my crypto is stored on the blockchain and not on your Nano. Your Nano is simply allowing you to access it. So we'll move on to the next question. If my recovery phrase is no longer secure or private, well, my crypto is no longer safe and I need to transfer them to a secure place ASAP. So we'll move on to the next question. And when I connect my Nano to the Ledger app, my private key is still offline. It's never ever connected to the internet, and that's the beauty of a hardware wallet. So with that, I think you're a guru with using a hardware wallet, and then we'll move on to the next step. Allow the ledger manager. So now this is one of the most important parts of the crypto portfolio. On the dashboard, you can see here your portfolio. Those are for the coins and tokens you are holding, and I think this is the most important aspect because there are different blockchains that you want your Ledger Nano to be able to access. There are different ways to add different accounts. There are different blockchains that you can use on the Ledger device. So you come here, go to my Ledger to install the apps, and that will take you to many blockchains that you can install: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and many others. So you select, for this video, I'm going to choose the Bitcoin blockchain, and you install that app. You click on install. Now that we've installed the Bitcoin app, we can easily add an account. Now the point of the account is to generate an address for you to easily send and receive your crypto. So you click on add accounts, and you would see here that the Ledger device is asking you to open the Bitcoin app. I would double click on that to accept the transaction, and my application would get ready. And so once it's done synchronizing, then you have the Bitcoin one. Since this is mine, I'll just name it SSM Bitcoin, and this accounts one. You can then add the accounts, and I have a wallet address that I can easily use to send and receive Bitcoin. So, and you can see right here I have 0 Bitcoin. So if I would like to receive or send, I'll just click on receive, and you will see here the same SSM Bitcoin one, a native SegWit, is on 0. If I have more than one account, it would show here, but since it's only one, this is what is going to show. I'll select that and continue. So aside from Bitcoin, you can also install the Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, and many others. And this also applies for ERC20 tokens. Once you have an address, the tokens will reflect here. So this also works for the Binance Smart Chain. If you don't see that, you can try updating your firmware right here. And yeah, you say you have a recovery phrase. Continue. So the Binance Smart Chain was not showing before. Now we can see it. We can also install the Binance Smart Chain. So in case you are having that problem, in case you are not seeing the Binance Smart Chain, simply update the firmware and you would have no problem at all. And we can see, after updating the firmware, our accounts are still intact. I still have my SSM Bitcoin account, and I can also add as many accounts as I want if you want to keep them in different wallets for whatever reason, but one can be good enough. So you can come over here and add as many wallets, all of which will be secured by your private keys, which never leave your Ledger hardware device. That's it for this video. I really hope you guys found it helpful. Be sure to keep your funds safe. Be sure to use a hardware wallet, especially if you're keeping, large amounts of cryptocurrencies and you're holding for the long term. The cold storage is the way to go. There's low vulnerability, no platform hacks. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below on what else you'd like to see me cover, and I really hope to see you next time. Stay safe and take care.